Good morning students, welcome to LP Savani Riverside School, Dapoli, Surat. Today we are going to learn about Standard 8, Chapter number 3, Exercise 3.2 we complete today and Exercise 3.3 continue from today. Last time we have complete up to question number 3 of the Exercise 3.2. Let's we begin with question number 4. How many sides does a regular polygon have if each of its interior angle is 165? Okay, so let the number of side B is equal to n. I assume the number of side is equal to B n, and sum of the exterior angle of regular polygon, we all know about that. For the regular polygon exterior angle is equal to 360. So I put the formula of the number of sides. So number of sides is equal to sum of exterior angle upon each interior angle. Here we can see that sum of exterior angle is equal to 360. So I put 360 here, and each interior angle is equal to 15. So upon 15, so the division of this to 360 upon 15 is equal to 24. So in question number 5 and question number 6 we can see that is in your homework. You can write it in your homework. Okay, these two are the theoretical answers. Exercise 3.3 question number 1. Here one parallelogram ABCD and SC and BD are the diagonals of the parallelogram. We want to find value of AD, value of angle DCB, value of OC, and value of angle DAB plus angle CDA, measurement angle. Okay, these two are the measurement angle. First of all, we use the property of the parallelogram. Okay, so AD is equal to BC. AD is equal to BC because these two are the parallel side of the parallelogram, and since the opposite side of the polygon have same, then the angle DCB is equal to angle DAB. Angle DCB is equal to angle DAB. Since the opposite angle of parallelogram, then OC is equal to OA. So OC is equal to OA, that is diagonals of the parallelogram bisect each other. So these OC and OA are bisect to each other, so the value of OA and OC are same because DB and AC are bisect at the 0. So these two parts are equal at the both side. Then measurement angle DAB plus measurement angle CDA is equal to 180 because adjacent angle in a parallelograms are supplementary. Supplementary means the summation of these two angles is equal to 180, and that's our adjacent angles. We can see that DAB and another is CDA. Okay, so these two are adjacent angle because they adjust each other, and these two adjacent angle have the supplementary. Okay, then question number 2. Consider the following parallelograms. Find the value of the unknown XYZ. We want to find XYZ from this figure. These three are the angles which are unknown. We don't know about that. Then next, 100 plus X, it gives 180. So X is equal to 180 upon 100 minus 100 is equal to 80. So Z is equal to X is equal to 18. So Y is equal to 100. So opposite angles are XZ is equal to X is equal to 80 and Y is equal to 100. Okay, So we use the property of opposite angles and we found out z is equal to x is equal to 18 and y is equal to 100. In next problem, by using this figure, you can see that x plus 50 is equal to 180. X plus 50 is equal to 180. So x is equal to 180 minus 50, it gives 130. So adjacent angle is equal to 130. So here you can see that x is equal to z is equal to 130. So x is equal to z is equal to 130. These two are the corresponding angles because these two parallel lines and these two are the corresponding angle which have same value. X is equal to z is equal to 130. In next example, you can see this parallelogram. Here we want to find x and y and z. Okay, here x is equal to 90 because vertically opposite angle. So z and x are the vertically opposite angles. So value of z here you can see that value of angle, this angle is 90 and this is the vertically opposite angle of the 90 angle. So x is equal to 90. Then next, x plus y plus 30 is equal to 180. X plus y plus 30 means this is the triangle and angle sum of the triangle is equal to 180. So I written out that x plus y plus 30 is equal to 180. So y plus 90 plus 30, 90 plus 30 it gives 120 is equal to 180. So y is equal to 180 minus 120, it gives 60. So here you can see that the angle of y is equal to 60. Okay, this is the simplest example. You can use only the property of parallelograms and triangle. Okay, and in this way you can find the any angle, any sides or any kind of pairs of the angles. Okay, so z is equal to y is equal to 60, which are the alternate angles. Here z and y, which are the alternate angles. Okay, because here you can see that the shape z is produced here. So in this cavity, these two cavities angle are same. I repeat it, this is the z angle. Okay, so in this kind of alternate angle you can see that these two sides are parallel and these are the alternate angle of that parallel sides. So z is equal to y is equal to 60. So these two angles are same. Next example is easy, so try it in your homework. Let's we take another. Here see this figure x, y and z. Here z, nearest angle of the z is equal to 40 and 112. So y is equal to 112. Opposite angles are equal. Okay, these two opposite angles are equal. So you can see that y is equal to 112 and here the angle 40 plus x plus y, this is the angles of the triangle. So find the angle sum of this triangle is x plus y plus 40 is equal to 180. And next 40 plus 112 plus x is equal to 180. Here we found that y is equal to 112. Then next 40 plus 112, these are the angle sum property I use in this equation, nothing else. Then next 152 plus x is equal to 180. So 152 plus x is equal to 180 because I give here simplification only, nothing else. And x is equal to 180 minus 152 is equal to 28. Okay, so x is equal to 28, which is alternate angles. Okay, in this way you can solve the parallelogram problem. And let's see, I give one suggestion to solve this example. Only use the property of the parallelogram and only use the triangles property, and by using that properties you can solve any kind of these kind of problems. Okay, thank you.